Hi, Scorpio. Some sage and some flower petals to cleanse the space. Positive energy. Three chimes to bring in the positive energy. Thank you, Spirit. This is a general reading for the sign of Scorpio. If you have Scorpio anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Scorpio. What would you like Scorpio to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, thank you very much for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes, and especially your comments. Who to help a fellow Scorpio, then another Scorpio, or who to help a Scorpio, then a fellow Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for Scorpio. What would you like Scorpio to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. If this is your first time tuning in, a little bit about the layout of this reading. When we are looking at this top row, we are looking at your public life, your professional life, your career, school, education, and the energy that is surrounding you in your public life. When we are looking at that second row, that middle row, we are looking at your home life, your private life, your personal life, family, friends, love interest, husbands, partners, coupleships will often show up in there, the energy that is surrounding you in your public life. And when we are looking at this final row, this bottom row, we are looking at final thoughts, final messages, final takeaway. What is it that Spirit would like you to know or to be aware of for this reading? Scorpio, the foundation, the basis of your reading this week is the Nine of Swords, stress, agony, misery that is being caused by being set in our ways, by something that is set in stone, by something that we believe we cannot change, or something that is unchangeable. Struggling with the weight of authority. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading. We start off with the Tower card, which is a major sudden change, a shift from the physical into the spiritual, a shift from the worldly things to the things of the spirit, to the things of the soul. A real time of soul searching. And that is followed by the Magician card. And the Magician card is really making magic happen. We have the ability for a fresh start to create something new. We have everything we need within ourselves. Big dreams. Big dreams. Followed by the Five of Swords, stormy weather, harsh words, confusing words, misunderstanding, having power over someone having power over us. And the Victory card, that, the Six of Wands is a victory, a passionate victory. A passionate victory. And so this is really both sides of the coin here for you in your public life, in your professional life. It's like we have the Tower and we have the Five of Swords, and it's just like, the stress the discomfort. But then we also have the other side of the coin, which is big dreams and victory, which is following our passions, following our desires. Big dreams do require funding. Maybe there's some worry, there's some concern about breaking free of perceived limitations, breaking free of perceived boundaries. If you are worried about funding, if you're worried about how this dream is going to take shape, worried about how we're going to manifest this big idea, this big dream, the universe is bringing you in, or will bring you in, everything that you need to create. It's about trust. It's about learning to trust what we do not see. When we worry, when we're stressing, we're trying to put our trust, we're trying to put our faith into something that we can see, that something that is tangible. But again, God, Source, the universe is asking you to trust what you don't see, to trust the spiritual, to trust that the universe will bring you in everything you need in order to create. And it's also important that we let other people in on our dreams, that we let other people in on our plans, and that we look for partners. The bigger our dreams are, the more people we need to bring on board. The more people the stress and the agony is coming from trying to do it alone. The bigger our dreams are, Scorpio, the more people we need to bring on board. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, a gift that causes us pause, taking a step back, finding clarity, breaking free, looking towards the future. We have the world in our hands. The Queen of Pentacles, a deep appreciation, a deep gratitude. Here in between this pentacle is maybe we are feeling or experiencing being stuck between a rock and a hard space. It's like we don't know what our next move is. There's not a good choice. There's not a good decision. There's pros and cons on each side. If we're having a hard time deciding what the next step is, we can start by asking ourselves the question, is everyone here on the same page? Is everyone here, is everyone involved here on the same page? And I think that that's what we're not totally clear about. That's what we're not understanding. And when we ask ourselves that question, we need to be really brutally honest with ourselves. If we want a change to happen, we must first become the change. And if there are irreconcilable differences on what that change is and the changes that need to be made, we need to be able to let that go. And it is in the letting go that we find clarity, Scorpio. And then we have the High Priestess card. Two sides of one coin. Action, words, action, wisdom, knowledge, higher education, and the Empress card. Finding clarity in achieving our goals. And in order to achieve our goals, we need to first get to the root of our emotional and financial issues. And when we get to the root of those issues, we will find that that has what has been holding us back. We can begin to get to the root of issues by looking inward and questioning why, which is another reason why I like to meditate, or another reason why I often encourage meditation. When we can challenge the why, that is when our dreams begin to manifest. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Scorpio. Thank you, Scorpio. You have a blessed week.